Hi, doll babies. Today's video is a review on Love and Hip Hop Unfiltered, Uncensored, Unfiltered, the reunion part two. I didn't do part one. Sorry, but you'll get my take on part two. The main parts of what I liked and what I didn't like. So we got a bit when they ended the reunion part one. Jocelyn came out and said she was pregnant. She took a pregnancy test and brought it and said she was pregnant. I believe that bitch knew she was pregnant before they even started filming. That's my opinion. I think she knew she was pregnant before they even started filming the reunion. So she popped up and said she's pregnant. Showed one of the producers the pregnancy test. The producer was like, okay, let's take another one. She took it in front of that producer. It came back positive. Okay, so she called Stevie and told Stevie. And Stevie was like, is she really pregnant? One of the producers, the guy producer, Steve, I think his name is, or yes, Steve, he went and talked to Stevie and talked Stevie into going to sit and talking to Jocelyn. And the other producer, Stephanie, showed Stevie the pregnancy test saying she's pregnant. Okay, we'll get back to that. We're just gonna get to the juicy parts of the reunion. Okay, so they were talking to, let's see, Ariana, Mimi, and Chris. Yeah, that. Ariana was coming for Chris. Arian, not Ariana, Arian, excuse me, Arian, Mimi's friend, came for Chris. Pretty much, basically. Chris said she never wanted to be on the show. He wants to be called he. So he didn't want to do the show. He did the show because he loved Mimi. Okay. Apparently he did this song. And I haven't heard it, but I read some of the lyrics earlier today. And I think the lyrics like, turns out you're really not gay. I should listen to my mama or some shit like that. And I'm like, so we did this song? You were that hurt, so we do this song. Okay. Her and Ariana, Chris and Arian got into it because Arian, I guess, during that season was questioning how Chris identified himself. He identified himself as a male. He said most people out here in the LGBT community cannot afford to take the steroids or the hormones, period, to transition to what they want to be. Which is true. Arian should know that because she's in the LGBT community as well. I think Arian was wrong in a sense for questioning how Chris identifies himself. When Mimi and Chris were together, they identified Mimi female, Chris male. That's how they identified. They wasn't in a lesbian couple. Mimi said she doesn't identify as a lesbian. She just likes what she likes as far as personality goes and how they vibe together, pretty much. Okay, so you can't really put a label on that. I think Arian was trying to, and Chris and Mimi ended up. Chris said they were taking a break, or he was giving Mimi time to figure out what she wanted to do, and Mimi took that as they broke up. Okay, so they talked. It didn't go well. It ended that way. I guess Chris was feeling some type of way, so he did the diss record. The host asked if they could be amicable. Mimi said no. Mimi said no, and Chris said no because the way he felt like he was in love with Mimi, so he can't just sit there and be friends with somebody that he basically was in love with. Basically had strong feelings for. Mimi said that she wasn't in love with Chris, but she liked Chris. So there were two different perspectives in that relationship, and that's pretty much why the relationship didn't work. Mimi's in a different relationship now. Let's see. Then they talked to Carly and Jessica Dime and Tierra was like, and they talked about that whole situation with her and Tommy basically KK didn't like Tierra. Okay. That's kind of normal. Mama's not gonna like everybody you with, and they're not gonna like everybody you have a baby with. So that's when I guess KK told Tommy about Tierra and was like, "Bro, go check that out." During the season, Tommy went and checked Tierra out, and then they got into that big fight at Mimi's party for Chris. Tommy didn't have no underwear. She was commando. Oh well, who cares? Bitch didn't have no underwear. Who cares? She don't care. I don't give a fuck. Apparently, they didn't show everything. Tommy said they didn't show everything in that scene because apparently Tierra was saying that Scrap was getting STDs, and I guess she was trying to say Scrap was getting the STDs from Tommy, and Tommy said, "Let me say to Uncle Tommy," and that's when the bitch took the water, and that's when hands got thrown. What do you think? You throw water on somebody, you think they're not gonna put their hands on you? Huh? That's funny. You got the whole world fucked up if you think you can throw something at somebody and they're not gonna try to hit you. Or in Tommy's case, she hit Tia and literally just slaughtered, mollywopped her whole life. That's how I feel. Tommy's a different breed of female, yes. She is really hood. They asked some of the cast members how they felt about Tommy. Some of them said she was scary and hood and a little ratchet. I wouldn't have called her gutter trash like Jessica Dime did. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and belittle another female like that. She's a different type of female. Like, she goes hard. I mean, you gotta think of however she grew up, that's how she is. Like, I cannot sit here and call another female out their name. That's one thing I did not like. Carly did, Jessica did, and Tierra. That's one thing I did not like. Because that's how people talk about us now. Like, we sit here and belittle each other as African American females, and so you get pissed when a white person does it. You can't, because you're contradicting yourself. You talk about females like that. You talk about other African American females, so you can get mad when a white person does it. You just can't. It's stupid to me. So I didn't like that. The whole Jessica Diamond Carly Red thing, that segment was boring, especially when they brought up Life and Carly tried to turn up on Life Jennings, and I'm like that whole storyline was boring to me. Carly's a hoe, clearly, because she slept with Scrap, and you were trying to be friends with Tierra, and basically I think you just played Tierra because you slept with her baby daddy. That's just I think that's just Carly's perspective. And then she insinuated that her and Jock have been hanging out and that they might get back together. And I'm like, I hope not, because that is be boring too. Because Carly, you're old and you're a hoe. You're a businesswoman, but you're an entrepreneur. Congrats to that. But I don't particularly like what you did. I don't particularly like what she does to other females. I just don't. That's just my opinion. They talked to Mama D and Ernest and Scrap and Rashida and Kirk and Rashida's mom. That segment was boring to me. My prayers go out to Ernest. I hope he gets well, because we all know he's been sick and he had he had a blood clot. He's got a blood clot, and basically he's got to get that taken care of. I know how serious a blood clot can be, so my prayers go out to Ernest and Mama D, and I hope they pray that they work things out. Let's see. They talked to Tammy and Bambi, and pretty much everybody knows Tammy and Walker were not together. They ended up breaking up in the season, which I felt bad. Like, I was rooting for them. I'm still rooting for them. I still hope they, work together. I hope Walker gets his shit together, because I love them together. So, shout out to Walker and Tammy. Like, I want y'all to work it out, boo. Cause like baby said, I could tell Walker loves Tammy. I just think he needs to grow up some more. And so I'm hoping that's what he's doing. I've seen where he's back in her life, and I guess they're slowly working things out, which I hope works out. Cause I love them together, I really do. Let's see. And then they went back to Jocelyn and Stevie, and Stevie left because he wanted an apology because Jocelyn has been like straight rude, like she's been saying nasty, rude things on Twitter and Instagram, and Stevie wanted an apology for it, which is understandable. And Jocelyn wanted an apology too because, you know, Stevie's been talking about her. He's basically said they weren't married. I don't think they were ever married, but I know if you with somebody for a long period of time, there's like common law marriage. And I guess that's what Jocelyn was thinking, that they're, you know, we're common law married. I mean, them, they were together 6 years. So, I don't know if the baby's Stevie's. I don't. Jocelyn and Stevie did apologize to each other, but after filming the reunion, Jocelyn went back to just bashing him in on Twitter and Instagram, and so they reached back out to them to see how they were doing. And pretty much Stevie said she went back to her old ways. When the baby gets here, we'll get a paternity test, and, you know, we'll go from there. And if we're not together, fly away, birdie, basically what Stevie said. And Jocelyn said that she didn't want Stevie to have anything to do with the baby. The baby would be taken care of by her. Which, I mean, okay, if you got a man that wants to be there for your baby, you can't be like that. I don't never want to see a child grow up without their father in their life. So if Stevie is the father or whoever it may be, I hope she allows them to be in the child's life. Then they, you know, caught back up with KK. Speaking of KK, she sit here and said some woman hit her up and said that Tierra's baby King was not her grandson. I was like, okay. Set a picture and everything. And I was like, I don't know. Karen, I don't know. Karen's one of the mamas that overprotected mamas. Which ain't nothing wrong with it. But, show the proof, I guess. Like, I think the child should be allowed to see their grandma, that side of their family. I mean, yeah, his dad is basically gone. He's going to be gone for a long period of time. And they spoke about that. And, you know, Tommy and Scrap are not together. But KK says that Scrap really is in love with Tommy. But Tommy don't know that. And I think that's why she acts the way she acts. But, I don't know. We'll see if they'll bring them back next season. I pray that KK gets through these 3 felony charges that she's facing right now. They spoke with her about a couple of weeks after they filmed the reunion, and she said, I'm not worried about it. These charges are bogus, and I'm just going to keep doing me. So we don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Can't wait. We'll see. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood comes back on Monday, so I'll be doing reviews on that as well. So I'm gonna let y'all go because this video is getting kind of long. But I will talk to y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all in my next video. Doll babies and fellas. Love y'all. Peace.